One of the really mysterious organizations in this whole puzzle concerning UFOs is the Advanced Contact Intelligence Organization. Now, your grandfather worked uh, for the National Reconnaissance Office after leaving the Air Force, and the Advanced Contact Intelligence Organization is supposed to be part of the National Security Agency. So, what do you know, or what did your grandfather share with you about the Advanced Contact Intelligence Organization?
He was the only one that I'm aware of from the Disclosure Project and that had mentioned that organization, and he said that they would help governments basically act as an interface with extraterrestrials and give them knowledge. They were the main interface for alien contact on the planet, and governments could work with them to gain more access to information. I don't know, potentially making deals with them of some kind. But they were kind of the authority in the realm of all of that. Is how he kind of positioned it.
And he said in a video once, while he was still kind of obviously in his right mind in the 90s, he did say, and actually was as part of the Disclosure Project video that he had in his testimony, and he said, if you pay your dues and you follow the rules, and then he kind of laughed, and it's like, then your government can benefit from that organization's information. So he knew that was a very highly secretive group, organization, and how much he might have interacted with them, we're still trying to determine that, and we might have more information later. But there's a lot of speculation of how that organization fits and who's involved and what's their agenda. Because I think at all levels, these organizations and agencies might have an agenda, but there are a lot of factions within every agency, and you never know what's happening. Truly, when it's compartmentalized like that.
Right. One of the projects or material that is linked to the Advanced Contact Intelligence Organization is the Wingmakers material. So what did your grandfather know about the Wingmakers? Did he have any insight into that?
In his book, he describes the Ancient Arrow Project in Chaco Canyon, New Mexico, and the time capsule, the various chambers that were discovered there. And he goes into a little bit of detail about, the ACIO's involvement in handling that. And it was very interesting, the whole Wingmaker story. There's a lot of stuff online that people can find out about that, but it's extremely elaborate.
It's a rabbit hole.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, that was the first time I ever heard of it was from his book. He kind of introduced us to it. So it was, and I guess supposedly there's other sites like the Ancient Arrow site in Chaco Canyon that have other time capsules that are were put there, over 800 years ago, I believe, to help humanity kind of evolve spiritually. And that was the goal of them. I'm not sure. You don't hear a lot from the ACIO about what the other sites look like or where they are. I think I've seen some information about where some of the locations of those, but not in the depth of the Ancient Arrow site.
And Dr. Salla, I was going to say, I know you've done a lot of work recently too on the Transylvania Sunrise series and the Busege Mountains, and I didn't know if you think that projection hall might be tied to the same capsules or parts of that, the same discussion, I guess, regarding the Wingmakers.
Right, yeah, that Transylvania book series talking about the Busege Hall of Records, I mean, that does put out that information that there's a series of these ancient sites around the planet that are connected through this series of tunnels and portals. So they're all over the planet. So yeah, this Ancient Arrow site with the time capsule, it would be part of that pattern of these kind of like, clearly there are different extraterrestrial groups, underground civilizations that are all trying in their different ways to kind of influence the evolution of our civilization at this point, and whether it's through releasing technologies or just kind of helping us reconnect with the ancient history. They all seem to be doing something different. And I guess an organization like the ACIO would be trying to work out exactly what something like this ancient arrow site it was trying to achieve. Of course, the Bujaj Mountains, we know that the Freemasons and US military were very much involved in exploring that when that was discovered in 2003. So yeah, definitely connections between all these.
Yeah, I'm actually reading that series now, and it's so fascinating. But a lot of ties and a lot of disclosure that needs to be heard now. And I think there's a reason why it's coming out now, for sure.